In today's digital age, video production has become a crucial aspect of communication, marketing, entertainment, and education. With the advent of social media and the increasing popularity of video sharing platforms like YouTube, Vimeo, and TikTok, the demand for high-quality and engaging video content is at an all-time high. One of the ways to make your video stand out from the crowd is by using unique filming techniques. In this article, we'll explore the benefits of using creative and innovative filming techniques in video production. Section 1. What is unique filming technique? Unique filming techniques refer to the use of creative and innovative approaches to capture and present video footage. This can include the use of different camera angles, lighting, sound, and special effects to create a visually stunning and engaging video. Some examples of unique filming techniques include drone shots, time-lapse, slow motion, hyperlapse, and POV, point-of-view shots. Section 2. The benefits of unique filming techniques. Capturing attention. One of the primary benefits of using unique filming techniques is that it can capture the audience's attention. When people watch a video, they want to be entertained, educated, or inspired. By using creative and innovative filming techniques, you can make your video stand out from the crowd and keep the audience engaged. Enhancing storytelling. Unique filming techniques can also enhance the storytelling aspect of your video. By using different camera angles, lighting, and sound, you can create a more immersive and emotional experience for the viewer. For example, slow-motion shots can be used to emphasize a dramatic moment, while drone shots can give a sweeping overview of a landscape or cityscape. Highlighting product features. For businesses, unique filming techniques can be an effective way to highlight their product features. By using close-up shots, slow motion, or 360-degree views, you can showcase the details and functionality of your product in a more engaging and compelling way. Creating a memorable experience. Unique filming techniques can also help create a memorable experience for the viewer. When people watch a video that uses creative and innovative filming techniques, they are more likely to remember it and share it with others. This can be especially useful for businesses looking to increase brand awareness and reach a wider audience. Standing out in a crowded market. Finally, unique filming techniques can help your video stand out in a crowded market. With so many videos being produced and shared online, it's important to find ways to differentiate yourself from the competition. By using creative and innovative filming techniques, you can create a video that is not only visually stunning but also memorable and shareable. Section 3. Examples of unique filming techniques. Here are some examples of unique filming techniques that you can use in your next video project. Drone shots. Drone shots can be used to capture sweeping aerial views of landscapes, buildings, and events. They can also be used to create a sense of scale and grandeur. Time-lapse. Time-lapse shots involve taking photos at regular intervals and then playing them back at a faster rate than normal. This can be used to show the passage of time, such as a sunset or the movement of clouds. Slow motion. Slow motion shots involve filming at a higher frame rate than normal and then playing back the footage at a slower rate. This can be used to emphasize a dramatic moment or to show details that would otherwise be missed. Hyperlapse. Hyperlapse shots involve taking time-lapse footage while moving the camera between shots. This can create a fast-paced and dynamic effect that is great for showing movement through a space. POV shots. POV shots involve filming from the perspective of a character or object in the video. This can create a more immersive experience for the viewer and make them feel like they are a part of the action. 360-degree shots. 360-degree shots involve using a special camera that captures footage in all directions. This can be used to create an interactive experience for the viewer, allowing them to explore the scene in all directions. Special effects. Special effects involve using computer-generated imagery, CGI, or practical effects to create visual illusions or enhance the footage. This can be used to create a sense of magic or fantasy, or to add a touch of realism to a scene. Section 4. Tips for using unique filming techniques. Here are some tips for using unique filming techniques in your next video project. Plan ahead. Before you start filming, make sure you have a clear plan in mind for how you want to use unique filming techniques. This will help you make the most of your time and resources, and ensure that you capture the footage you need. Be creative. Don't be afraid to experiment with different filming techniques and approaches. Try out different camera angles, lighting, and sound to see what works best for your video. Use the right equipment. To capture high-quality footage, you need to use the right equipment. Invest in a good camera, tripod, lighting, and sound equipment to ensure that your footage looks and sounds great. Consider the context. When using unique filming techniques, it's important to consider the context of your video. Make sure that the techniques you use are appropriate for the message and tone of your video. Edit carefully. Finally, make sure you edit your footage carefully to create a cohesive and engaging video. Use editing software to add special effects, transitions, and music to enhance the footage and create a seamless experience for the viewer. Unique filming techniques are an excellent way to capture attention and make your video stand out from the crowd. By using interesting camera angles, lighting, and sound, you can create a visually stunning video that grabs the viewer's attention and keeps them engaged. One way to capture attention is by using extreme close-ups. Extreme close-ups show a small detail of the subject and can create a sense of intimacy with the viewer. This technique is often used in commercials to highlight a specific product feature or to create a dramatic effect. Another way to capture attention is by using aerial shots. Aerial shots provide a unique perspective and can showcase the scale and beauty of a location. This technique is often used in travel videos or documentaries to capture the essence of a place and create a sense of wonder. Low-angle shots are also a great way to capture attention. As a filmmaker, one of the biggest challenges you will face is shooting in difficult lighting conditions. Whether it's a low-light environment, harsh midday sun, or rapidly changing light conditions, knowing how to adapt your filming techniques to the situation is key to producing great footage. In this article, we will explore some tips and techniques for shooting in difficult lighting conditions, and how to get the best possible footage. Understanding lighting. Before we dive into the techniques, it's essential to understand how lighting affects your footage. Light is a crucial aspect of any film production, and it can make or break a scene. Proper lighting can enhance the mood and atmosphere of a scene, while poor lighting can make it look flat and lifeless. In difficult lighting conditions, it's important to understand the type of lighting you're working with. For example, harsh midday sun can cast harsh shadows and create overexposed areas in your footage. On the other hand, low light environments can make it difficult to capture enough light for your camera to produce high-quality footage. By understanding the type of lighting you're working with, you can adapt your filming techniques to get the best possible footage. Tips and techniques for shooting in difficult lighting conditions. Use a fast lens. In low-light environments, using a fast lens with a wide aperture can help you capture more light and produce high-quality footage. A fast lens, such as a 50mm f/1.8, allows you to use a faster shutter speed, which can help reduce motion blur and produce sharper footage. Use artificial lighting. If you're working in a low-light environment, using artificial lighting can help you capture the footage you need. A simple LED light panel or a small portable light can make a big difference in the quality of your footage. Use a neutral density filter. In bright environments, such as midday sun, using a neutral density filter can help you reduce the amount of light that enters your camera. This allows you to use a wider aperture and slower shutter speed, which can create a more natural-looking image. Use reflectors and diffusers. Reflectors and diffusers can help you manipulate the light to create a more even and flattering look. Reflectors bounce light onto your subject, while diffusers soften harsh light and create a more natural-looking image. Shoot during golden hour. Golden hour, the hour just after sunrise and just before sunset, provides a soft, warm light that can create stunning footage. Shooting during golden hour can help you capture beautiful footage and create a mood that is difficult to replicate at other times of the day. Shoot in RAW. Shooting in RAW allows you to capture more detail in your footage and gives you more control over the final image in post-production. RAW footage can be adjusted to create the look you want, even if the original footage was shot in difficult lighting conditions. Use a camera with good low-light performance. When shooting in low-light environments, using a camera with good low-light performance can make a big difference in the quality of your footage. Cameras such as the Sony a7S II or the Panasonic GH5S have excellent low-light performance and can produce high-quality footage in challenging lighting conditions. Conclusion. Shooting in difficult lighting conditions can be a challenging task, but by understanding the lighting, using the right equipment, and adapting your filming techniques, you can capture great footage even in challenging environments. By using techniques such as using a fast lens, artificial lighting, and neutral density filters, you can adapt your filming techniques to get the best possible footage. Remember to experiment and try new techniques, and you may be surprised by the results. With a little creativity and a willingness to try new things, you can produce great footage even in the most difficult lighting conditions. Understanding the nuances of lighting and how to use it to your advantage is an essential skill for any filmmaker. In addition to the techniques mentioned above, it's also important to consider the composition of your shots. When shooting in difficult lighting conditions, it's important to pay attention to the placement of your subject and any shadows that may be cast. You may need to adjust your camera angle or move your subject to get the best possible shot. Another important consideration when shooting in difficult lighting conditions is the white balance. Different lighting conditions can create different color temperatures, which can affect the overall look of your footage. Adjusting the white balance can help you create a more natural-looking image. Ultimately, the key to shooting in difficult lighting conditions is to be flexible and adaptable. Don't be afraid to try new techniques or experiment with different equipment. With a little creativity and some persistence, you can capture great footage even in the most challenging lighting conditions. Using a fast lens with a wide aperture can help you capture more light in low-light environments and produce high-quality footage. A fast lens typically has a wide maximum aperture, such as f/1.8 or f/1.4. The wider the aperture, the more light the lens can capture, allowing you to use faster shutter speeds and reduce motion blur. When using a fast lens, it's important to consider the depth of field. A wide aperture will create a shallow depth of field, which can be useful for focusing on a specific subject while blurring out the background. However, this can also make it difficult to keep everything in focus, especially if you're shooting a moving subject. To ensure you get the best possible footage when using a fast lens, it's important to use manual focus and adjust the focus carefully. You may also need to adjust the ISO settings on your camera to avoid overexposure, especially if you're shooting in bright environments. Using a fast lens is not only useful in low-light environments, but it can also be used creatively to create a specific look or style. For example, using a wide aperture to create a shallow depth of field can help you create a cinematic look, while using a narrow aperture can create a more realistic, documentary-style look. In addition to using a fast lens, another technique for capturing footage in difficult lighting conditions is to use artificial lighting. This can include anything from traditional lighting equipment, such as studio lights and spotlights, to more portable and versatile options, such as LED panels and ring lights. When using artificial lighting, it's important to consider the type of lighting you're using, as well as the placement and intensity of the light. Different types of lighting can create different moods and tones in your footage. For example, a softbox can create a diffused, natural-looking light, while a spotlight can create dramatic shadows and highlights. Placement and intensity of the light are also important considerations. You'll need to experiment with different angles and distances to find the best possible lighting for your subject. It's also important to avoid overexposing your footage, which can lead to blown-out highlights and a loss of detail. How to make a movie about sports. Choosing the right sport or activity is the centerpiece of the film. Developing a compelling storyline that resonates with audiences. Casting the right actors who can convincingly portray athletes and coaches. Planning and executing realistic and exciting sports sequences and action scenes. Incorporating themes of teamwork, perseverance, and overcoming adversity. Balancing the drama and excitement of the sport with the personal stories of the characters. Utilizing technology and special effects to enhance the visual impact of the film. Incorporating real-life events or inspirations for the story. Collaborating with sports organizations and experts for authenticity and accuracy. Securing proper funding and distribution for the film's success. These are just a few possible topics related to creating a sports film. Depending on the specific angle or approach of the film, there could be many more aspects to consider and explore. The key is to have a clear vision and focus, and to work collaboratively with a talented team to bring that vision to life on the big screen. To achieve this goal, I have researched and gathered information on the pre-production process of a sports film, which includes scripting, casting, and location scouting. Below is my response. Creating a sports film requires a great deal of planning and preparation to ensure that the final product is both engaging and memorable for audiences. The pre-production process is crucial in determining the success of a sports film, as it lays the foundation for everything that comes after it. The first step in creating a sports film is to develop a script. This involves researching the sport that the film will be based around, as well as any relevant events or individuals that can provide inspiration for the story. The script should be carefully crafted to ensure that it has a clear and compelling narrative that will resonate with audiences. Once the script has been developed, the next step is to cast the film. This involves selecting actors who can bring the characters in the script to life and convey the emotions and actions required to tell the story effectively. It is important to choose actors who have experience in portraying athletes or have a background in sports to ensure that they can capture the physicality and mindset required to accurately portray the characters. Location scouting is the next step in the pre-production process. Finding the right locations is essential to creating a sports film that feels authentic and immersive. This involves visiting different locations and assessing their suitability for filming, taking into account factors such as lighting, acoustics, and accessibility. Once the script, cast, and locations have been finalized, the production phase can begin. This involves filming the scenes and sequences that make up the film, using a combination of cameras, lighting, and sound equipment to capture the action and dialogue. Post-production is the final step in creating a sports film. This involves editing the footage, adding special effects, and creating the soundtrack. The editing process is crucial in shaping the final product, as it allows the director to select the best takes, create a cohesive narrative, and add any necessary visual effects to enhance the story. Creating a sports film is a complex process that requires careful planning and attention to detail. However, with the right team and resources, it is possible to create a film that captures the excitement and drama of sports and inspires audiences to become fans of the sport or athletes portrayed in the film. Creating a sports film is a complex process that involves pre-production, production, and post-production phases. From developing the initial concept to editing and releasing the final product, every step requires careful planning and execution. In this article, we will explore the process of creating a sports film and the techniques used to make it a success. Pre-production phase. The pre-production phase is where the initial planning for the film takes place. It is essential to determine the storyline, characters, and script during this stage. The first step is to develop a concept for the film. This will serve as the foundation for the entire project. It could be a true story, a work of fiction, or a combination of both. Once the concept is in place, the next step is to develop a script. This is where the plot, characters, and dialogue are fleshed out. The script must be compelling and engaging to keep the audience interested. It should also be able to convey the message or theme of the film effectively. After the script has been written, casting comes into play. Actors who fit the project's requirements are chosen to bring the characters to life. This process requires close attention to detail, as the cast must be a good fit for their respective roles. The production crew is also assembled during the pre-production phase. It includes the director, cinematographer, and other key personnel who will bring the film to life. The production crew must have a clear vision of the project to ensure that the final product meets the desired outcome. Production phase. The production phase is where the actual filming takes place. The production crew brings the script to life by capturing footage on set. The filming process must be closely monitored to ensure that it meets the project's requirements. The director plays a crucial role during the production phase. He or she is responsible for ensuring that the film's vision is taking place as planned. The director works closely with the cinematographer to capture the right angles, lighting, and other details needed to bring the film to life. Post-production phase. The post-production phase is where the final touches are made to the film. Steps to film a movie about a tourist destination. Making a travel film is a great way to capture the beauty and essence of a destination. It can also be a fun and rewarding experience for both the filmmaker and the audience. However, creating a successful travel film requires careful planning, preparation, and execution. In this article, we will discuss the steps involved in making a travel film about a tourist destination. Step 1. Research the destination. The first step in making a travel film is to research the destination you are planning to film. This involves gathering information about the location, its history, culture, and tourist attractions. You should also research the best time to visit, weather conditions, and any local customs or traditions that you need to be aware of. There are many resources available to help you research a destination, including travel websites, guidebooks, and online forums. You can also reach out to local tourism boards or travel agencies for more information. Step 2. Plan your shots. Once you have researched the destination, it's time to start planning your shots. This involves deciding on the type of shots you want to capture, such as landscapes, architecture, or people, and the equipment you will need to do so. You should also consider the lighting conditions and the time of day when planning your shots. For example, if you want to capture a breathtaking sunset, you need to plan your shoot accordingly. Step 3. Create a shot list. Creating a shot list is an essential part of planning a travel film. This involves making a list of all the shots you want to capture, including the location, type of shot, and any specific details you need to remember. Your shot list should be organized and categorized by location, time of day, and type of shot. This will help you stay organized and ensure that you capture all the shots you need to create a compelling travel film. Step 4. Pack your gear. Packing your gear is an important step in making a travel film. You need to ensure that you have all the equipment you need to capture high-quality footage. This includes your camera, lenses, tripod, batteries, memory cards, and any additional accessories you may need. You should also pack appropriate clothing and footwear for the destination you are visiting. This will ensure that you are comfortable and prepared for any weather conditions you may encounter. Step 5. Scout locations. Scouting locations is an important part of making a travel film. This involves visiting the destination before you start filming to identify the best locations to capture your shots. You should also consider any logistical challenges you may encounter, such as permits, access restrictions, or safety concerns. It's important to plan your shoot carefully to ensure that you are able to capture all the shots you need in a safe and legal manner. Step 6. Shoot your film. Once you have completed all the planning and preparation, it's time to start shooting your travel film. This involves putting your plan into action and capturing all the shots on your shot list. You should also be prepared to make adjustments to your plan as needed. For example, if the weather conditions change, you may need to adjust your shooting schedule or location. Step 7. Edit your footage. After you have finished shooting your travel film, it's time to edit your footage. This involves selecting the best shots, adding music and sound effects, and creating a cohesive storyline that captures the essence of the destination. You can use editing software such as Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro to edit your footage. You should also consider hiring a professional editor to help you create a high-quality travel film. Step 8. Share your film. The final step in making a travel film is to share your film with your audience. This involves uploading your film to YouTube or Vimeo, sharing it on social media, or submitting it to film festivals. You should also consider promoting your film through paid advertising or collaborating with tourism boards or travel agencies to reach a wider audience. In addition to the steps discussed above, there are a few more considerations to keep in mind when making a travel film. Firstly, it's important to consider the storyline of your film. While you want to capture the beauty and attractions of the destination, you also want to create a narrative that engages your audience and tells a story. This could involve highlighting the local culture, showcasing unique experiences, or following a particular theme or journey. Secondly, it's important to consider the audio quality of your film. Bad audio can ruin an otherwise great travel film, so it's important to invest in high-quality microphones and audio equipment. You should also consider adding voiceovers or interviews to provide context and insight into the destination. Thirdly, it's important to consider the legal and ethical considerations of filming in a destination. This includes obtaining any necessary permits or permissions, respecting local customs and traditions, and being aware of any sensitive or private areas that should not be filmed. Fourthly, it's important to be flexible and adaptable throughout the filming process. Travel can be unpredictable, and you may encounter unexpected weather, crowds, or logistical challenges. Being able to adapt and adjust your plans will help you capture the shots you need and create a successful travel film. Finally, it's important to have fun and enjoy the process of making a travel film. Filming in a beautiful location can be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and by capturing it on film, you can share that experience with others and inspire them to explore the world. Another important aspect to consider when making a travel film is the use of drones. Drones can provide a unique perspective and capture stunning aerial footage of the destination. However, it's important to check local regulations and obtain any necessary permits before flying a drone in a destination. It's also important to be aware of any safety concerns and to fly the drone responsibly to avoid disturbing wildlife or people. Another consideration is the use of time-lapse photography. Time-lapse photography involves capturing a series of images over a period of time and then combining them into a video to create a fast-forward effect. This technique can be used to capture stunning sunsets, cityscapes, or other time-sensitive events. However, it requires careful planning and preparation to ensure that the camera is set up correctly and the images are captured at the right intervals. Another important consideration is the use of music and sound effects. Filming techniques with different types of camcorders. When it comes to filming, the camera is one of the most important tools for capturing high-quality footage. There are many different types of cameras available, each with their own features and capabilities. Here, we will discuss some of the most common types of cameras used for filming. DSLR cameras. DSLR cameras, or digital single-lens reflex cameras, have long been popular among photographers and are now widely used in filmmaking as well. Many DSLRs have large image sensors and can produce high-quality images with low noise and high dynamic range. They are also highly customizable and can be fitted with a wide range of lenses and accessories, making them a versatile tool for filmmakers. One downside of DSLRs is that they can be difficult to use for video due to their autofocus limitations and lack of built-in stabilization. However, many newer models have improved autofocus and built-in stabilization, making them a more viable option for video. Mirrorless cameras. Mirrorless cameras have become increasingly popular in recent years, especially among filmmakers. Like DSLRs, mirrorless cameras have large image sensors and can produce high-quality images. They are also highly customizable and can be fitted with a wide range of lenses and accessories. One major advantage of mirrorless cameras over DSLRs is that they are typically smaller and lighter, making them more portable and easier to use on the go. Additionally, many mirrorless cameras have advanced autofocus and built-in stabilization, making them a great choice for video. Cinema cameras. Cinema cameras are dedicated video cameras designed specifically for filmmaking. They are typically larger and more expensive than DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, but offer several advantages for serious filmmakers. Cinema cameras have large sensors and are capable of producing high-quality images with high dynamic range and low noise. They also offer advanced video features such as high frame rates and professional-grade codecs. Additionally, many cinema cameras feature built-in ND filters, XLR inputs, and other features specifically designed for video production. Furthermore, cinema cameras are designed for rugged use in challenging shooting environments. They are often built with durable materials and weather-sealed to protect against dust, moisture, and other elements. One of the key advantages of cinema cameras is their ability to shoot in a high-quality RAW format. which allows filmmakers to capture a greater amount of image information for more precise control in post-production. This allows filmmakers to adjust aspects such as color grading, exposure, and white balance without losing image quality. Overall, cinema cameras are an essential tool for serious filmmakers who prioritize high-quality video production. While they may be more expensive and require more specialized knowledge to operate, their advanced features and capabilities can greatly enhance the visual storytelling of a film. In addition to their technical advantages, cinema cameras also offer ergonomic benefits for filmmakers. They are typically designed with a more comfortable grip and better weight distribution, making them easier to hold for extended periods of time. Many cinema cameras also feature articulated LCD screens and electronic viewfinders, which allow filmmakers to easily monitor and adjust their shots in real time. Another advantage of cinema cameras is their compatibility with professional cinema accessories such as matte boxes, follow focus systems, and external recorders. These accessories can further enhance the functionality and capabilities of a cinema camera, allowing filmmakers to achieve more complex shots and creative effects. While cinema cameras may not be necessary for every type of video production, they are an essential tool for serious filmmakers looking to produce high-quality films and videos. With their advanced features, customizable settings, and rugged design, cinema cameras offer a level of precision and control that simply cannot be achieved with consumer-grade cameras. Regenerate response. Action cameras. Action cameras, such as the GoPro, are small, rugged cameras designed for capturing footage in extreme environments. They are often used to capture footage from unique angles or in situations where other cameras might not be practical. While action cameras are not typically used for traditional filmmaking, they can be a great tool for capturing footage in. When it comes to filming, the camera is one of the most important tools for capturing high-quality footage. There are many different types of cameras available, each with their own features and capabilities. Here, we will discuss some of the most common types of cameras used for filming. DSLR cameras. DSLR cameras, or digital single-lens reflex cameras, have long been popular among photographers and are now widely used in filmmaking as well. Many DSLRs have large image sensors and can produce high-quality images with low noise and high dynamic range. They are also highly customizable and can be fitted with a wide range of lenses and accessories, making them a versatile tool for filmmakers. One downside of DSLRs is that they can be difficult to use for video due to their autofocus limitations and lack of built-in stabilization. However, many newer models have improved autofocus and built-in stabilization, making them a more viable option for video. Mirrorless cameras. Mirrorless cameras have become increasingly popular in recent years, especially among filmmakers. Like DSLRs, mirrorless cameras have large image sensors and can produce high-quality images. They are also highly customizable and can be fitted with a wide range of lenses and accessories. One major advantage of mirrorless cameras over DSLRs is that they are typically smaller and lighter, making them more portable and easier to use on the go. Additionally, many mirrorless cameras have advanced autofocus and built-in stabilization, making them a great choice for video. Cinema cameras. Cinema cameras are dedicated video cameras designed specifically for filmmaking. They are typically larger and more expensive than DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, but offer several advantages for serious filmmakers. Cinema cameras have large sensors and are capable of producing high-quality images with high dynamic range and low noise. They also offer advanced video features such as high frame rates and professional-grade codecs. Additionally, many cinema cameras feature built-in ND filters, XLR inputs, and other features specifically designed for video production. Action cameras. Action cameras, such as the GoPro, are small, rugged cameras designed for capturing footage in extreme environments. They are often used to capture footage from unique angles or in situations where other cameras might not be practical. While action cameras are not typically used for traditional filmmaking, they can be a great tool for capturing footage in resolution. One of the most important aspects of filming is the resolution. How to film a musical performance. Filming a live music performance can be a challenging but rewarding experience for any videographer. Whether you're capturing a concert, a festival, or a small club gig, there are several key steps and techniques you can use to create a compelling and engaging music video. In this article, we will discuss the steps involved in filming a live music performance. Step 1. Research the band and venue. The first step in filming a live music performance is to research the band and venue. This involves gathering information about the band's music style, stage presence, and any special effects or lighting they use during their performance. You should also research the venue's layout, acoustics, and any restrictions or rules they may have regarding filming. Step 2. Plan your shots. Once you have researched the band and venue, it's time to start planning your shots. This involves deciding on the type of shots you want to capture, such as close-ups of the band members, wide shots of the stage, or shots of the audience. You should also consider the lighting conditions and the time of day when planning your shots. Step 3. Create a shot list. Creating a shot list is an essential part of planning a live music video. This involves making a list of all the shots you want to capture, including the location, type of shot, and any specific details you need to remember. Your shot list should be organized and categorized by location, time of day, and type of shot. This will help you stay organized and ensure that you capture all the shots you need to create a compelling music video. Step 4. Pack your gear. Packing your gear is an important step in filming a live music performance. You need to ensure that you have all the equipment you need to capture high-quality footage. This includes your camera, lenses, tripod, batteries, memory cards, and any additional accessories you may need. You should also consider bringing backup equipment in case of any technical issues. Step 5. Scout the venue. Scouting the venue is an important part of filming a live music performance. This involves visiting the venue before the performance to identify the best locations to capture your shots. You should also consider any logistical challenges you may encounter, such as access restrictions or safety concerns. It's important to plan your shoot carefully to ensure that you are able to capture all the shots you need in a safe and legal manner. Step 6. Test your settings. Before the performance starts, it's important to test your camera settings and equipment to ensure that everything is working properly. This includes checking your exposure, white balance, audio levels, and focus. You should also consider doing a test recording to ensure that your footage looks and sounds the way you want it to. Step 7. Shoot the performance. Once the performance starts, it's time to start shooting. This involves putting your plan into action and capturing all the shots on your shot list. You should also be prepared to make adjustments to your plan as needed. For example, if the lighting conditions change, you may need to adjust your camera settings or location. Step 8. Edit your footage. After you have finished shooting the performance, it's time to edit your footage. This involves selecting the best shots, adding music and audio effects, and creating a cohesive storyline that captures the energy and excitement of the performance. You can use editing software such as Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro to edit your footage. You should also consider hiring a professional editor to help you create a high-quality music video. Step 9. Share your video. The final step in filming a live music performance is to share your video with your audience. This involves uploading your video to YouTube or Vimeo, sharing it on social media, or submitting it to music video festivals. You should also consider promoting your video through paid advertising or collaborating with a band or venue to reach a wider audience. In addition to the steps discussed above, there are a few more considerations to keep in mind when filming a live music performance. One important aspect to consider is the use of multiple cameras. Using more than one camera can provide different angles and perspectives of the performance, which can make the video more dynamic and interesting to watch. This also allows you to capture different parts of the performance simultaneously, which can save time during the editing process. Another consideration is the use of lighting. Lighting can greatly affect the mood and atmosphere of the performance and can also affect the quality of your footage. You should consider the lighting conditions of the venue and whether you need to bring additional lighting equipment to properly capture the performance. It's also important to be aware of any color temperature changes during the performance and to adjust your camera settings accordingly. Another important aspect to consider is the use of audio. High-quality audio is just as important as high-quality video when it comes to filming a live music performance. You should consider using external microphones or a separate audio recorder to capture the sound of the performance. It's also important to test your audio equipment before the performance and to monitor the levels during the performance to avoid any distortion or clipping. Finally, it's important to respect the band and venue during the filming process. This includes obtaining any necessary permissions or releases, being mindful of any equipment or stage setups, and respecting the performers and their creative vision. By being professional and respectful, you can create a positive working relationship with the band and venue and ensure a successful filming experience. How to make an educational movie. To do this, I was asked to research successful examples of such films and analyze their key components. Here are my findings. 1. Storytelling. One of the most important aspects of creating an educational film is the ability to tell a compelling story. The story should be engaging, captivating, and relatable to the target audience. It's essential to create characters that the audience can empathize with and follow throughout the film. This helps to create an emotional connection and makes it more likely that the audience will remember the message or theme of the film. 2. Visuals. The visuals of an educational film are equally as important as the story. The use of high-quality visuals, such as animation or live action, can help to bring the story to life and keep the audience engaged. The use of infographics, charts, and other visual aids can also be effective in conveying information to the audience in a clear and concise manner. Three. Scriptwriting. The script is the backbone of any film, and this is especially true for educational films. The script should be well written, concise, and easy to follow. The language used should be appropriate for the target audience and should avoid any technical jargon or terminology that may be difficult to understand. 4. Research. It's essential to conduct research when creating an educational film. This includes researching the target audience, the topic of the film, and any relevant data or statistics. This helps to ensure that the film is accurate and provides valuable information to the audience. 5. Experts. Bringing in experts on the topic of the film can be incredibly helpful when creating an educational film. This could be a subject matter expert or someone who has experience in the field being discussed. Having experts on board helps to ensure that the information presented in the film is accurate and provides credibility to the film. 6. Distribution. Finally, it's important to have a plan for distributing the film once it's complete. This could include partnering with organizations or schools, uploading the film to a video sharing platform, or even submitting it to film festivals. The goal is to get the film in front of as many people as possible to ensure that the message is heard. Now that we understand what makes a successful educational film, let's discuss the steps involved in creating one. Step 1. Define the objective. As an autonomous task execution, I called AGENT. I have collaborated with a team of educators and subject matter experts to develop the educational content and messaging for a film on how to create an educational movie. The following is a comprehensive guide on how to go about creating an educational film that delivers powerful and effective messaging to your audience. Step 1. Identify the purpose of the film. The first step in creating an educational film is to determine the purpose of the film. What message do you want to convey to your viewers? What do you want them to learn or take away from the film? The purpose of the film will guide the entire process, from planning the storyline to selecting the cast and crew. Step 2. Develop a compelling storyline. Once you have identified the purpose of the film, the next step is to develop a compelling storyline that will engage your viewers and keep them interested throughout the film. The storyline should be based on real-life situations and experiences that your target audience can relate to. It should be relatable, informative, and should address the specific needs and interests of your viewers. Step 3. Collaborate with subject matter experts. To make the educational content of the movie more accurate and informative, it is important to collaborate with subject matter experts who have a good understanding of the topic you are addressing. They can help you in doing research, identify the right terminology, and help you to avoid misconceptions that might arise. Their input can ensure that the content of the film is accurate and relevant. Step 4. Develop the script. After developing the storyline and gathering information from your subject matter experts, the next step is to create the script. The script is the backbone of the movie, and it is important to ensure that it is well written and informative. It should be easy to read and understand, and should convey the educational message in a clear and concise manner. Step 5. Cast the actors. Once you have the script and the storyline in place, the next step is to cast the actors. The actors should be carefully selected to ensure that they can convey the message effectively, and that they are relatable to your target audience. They should be able to portray the characters in the script accurately and effectively, and should be able to deliver the message in a natural and convincing way. Step 6. Choose the right filming equipment. To create a high-quality educational film, it is important to choose the right filming equipment. The equipment should be: tips for creating a successful educational film. Keep the target audience in mind throughout the process of creating the film. Use a clear and concise writing style to convey complex concepts. Use visuals and graphics to help illustrate key points. Incorporate real-life examples and case studies to make the film more relatable. Use a variety of filming techniques to keep the audience engaged.